Hey, sweet friends, welcome to a new member exclusive video. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this has been a marathon of a recording day for me. I have been recording all day. I haven't eaten and I need coffee, but I know that you have seen me in this shirt for like 10 videos because listen, I'm too lazy to go and change my clothes. But this is the last video. So for at least a month, you have seen me wearing this shirt in all the videos that I've been posting, but I'm trying to get ahead. I'm trying to like really make sure that y'all have a lot of content. And so I'm like working ahead to try to do that. In order to do that, I really needed a long day of recording and staring at this camera. But I wonder if some of y'all that have seen this shirt over and over and over are wondering what I'm wearing. So about a month ago at this point in time, we went on a trip to Houston with our 10-year-old son. So some of our friends had done this with all of their kids. They went, when their kids turned 10, they went on a one-on-one trip with them, somewhere that was special to them. You know, it's like they changed it for every child based on whatever that child's interests were. But they went on a trip with their 10-year-old, just them and their 10-year-old. We're like, oh man, I just love that so much. And we're very, very heavy tradition family. We do lots of things revolving around our own traditions. And so I thought, oh, let's start that because my son was about to turn 10. I was like, that would be a great tradition to have. And then we can do it with all of them. And it was such an amazing trip. We went to Houston, and one of the main reasons why we went is because we wanted to go to the Houston Space Museum, the NASA Center. And so this says, it says, I may be nerdy, but only periodically. And then it's Johnson Space Center. Yeah. So anyway, this was my souvenir from our Houston trip with our son to celebrate him turning 10. And we did have such a great time. We went to the Space Center. We took him to his first escape room because we love escape rooms. My husband and I go to escape rooms as much as we can. And so we took him to his first escape room and we did escape, and that was awesome. We went to a place called Loctopia, and that was good. And then we went shopping, and then we spent all day at the Space Center. We went to take him to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and we went to a really cool putt place called Putt Shack. I had never heard of anything like that, but it was like they digitally kept track of your hits. And so you didn't pencil and paper. We're like, nope. They had cool graphics on the screen, and it was very interactive. It was really cool. It's called the Putt Shack if you ever have a chance to go to one. And then we went to the beach. We went to Galveston and we took him to the beach. And so we had a really great time. But anyway, all that to say, that is what my shirt is that you have seen me wearing over and over and over in these videos, because I literally am just shooting these videos back to back to back all in one day. Anyway, in case you were wondering, that's what my shirt says. Okay, so today I wanted to do a video where I talked about how I go to get my monogram graphics for my sets. So I use monograms a lot in my baby shower sets. One of the reasons why is because on a rattle, a monogram is perfect because it's that round. You can get the round shaped ones, and it's great. And I have found, and I know from my own experience from having 4 children, that monograms when they're babies are one of the only times that you really do a monogram. You do a monogram when you have a baby, and you do a monogram when you get married. But those are two kind of the only times that you ever use a monogram. But those are 2 time periods that you really love using them. So I like to incorporate monograms in baby shower sets because, I mean, let's be honest, we all know choosing a baby's name is so important, and a lot of times it takes forever, and it's just this really special thing. So I do the monogram a lot with my baby shower sets, and I incorporate it, like I said, on the rattle cookie a lot. And I'll put up pictures here, reminder to myself. I will put up pictures here so that you can see all the different designs that I have used them for. And then again, sometimes I'll use it for a wedding set. So anyway, I have a special place that I like to go to get my monogram because I do like the round monograms, but also I like the 3-letter monograms. So a lot of the monograms that I have found that you can do online to create your online graphic, there'll only be 2 letters. So the first and last name and not the middle initial as well, which is great if that's what you're looking for. But sometimes, especially with a baby and even in the wedding ones, it's like with the wedding, you want the bride, the groom, and then the last name. So you want the 3 different initials. And with a baby, it's not always like, it's so much more than just picking out their first name. Like you have to pick out their middle names, which often are special in itself. So I like to make sure to include the first name initial, the middle name initial, and the last name initial if I can. And that is difficult to find. You don't find as many monograms for free available online where you can just input them and it creates it for you. Sure, you can go in your photo editing app of whatever kind and make your own. Absolutely, you can do that. But I am exhausted when I'm making cookies and I don't want to have to make my own graphic. I just don't. I don't want to do that. So I want to go somewhere that I can just input the 3 letters that I need and it creates it for me. That is what I'm bringing for you today. Now, the reason why I feel like I need to create a video on this is because I accidentally found this website, and it's not a Monogram website per se. It is on a website called Monogram, and it's a gift website. So you can go and buy personalized gifts. We've all seen those type of stores in the mall, right? Where you go to buy your keepsake gift, your wedding gifts, or your baby shower gifts or whatever, where it has like a keepsake on it. And so they have a monogram feature on their website so that you can see whatever that monogram is that you're looking for, so that you can see what it looks like on their gifts before you buy them. Okay. Well, in doing so, they have the style of monograms that I love. And so I wanted to show you, I'm going to screen record how I do it. Here we go. I'm going to go small into your screen and I'm going to show y'all what it looks like to find this website and how I use it in my sets. You're going to go to your internet browser, and you can do this on your phone. In fact, I do normally do this on my phone because I'll show you at the end, but you'll screenshot it on your phone. That's how you'll save your image. So I do normally do this on my phone. It's easier to see what I'm doing if I'm using the computer. So I'm going to screen record what I'm doing on my computer so that you can see what it looks like here in a bigger format, but it'll look the same on your phone. It'll just be in a smaller manner. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google so that you can see what I'm searching for. Okay. Just so you know, I'm in the private feature. So I have not searched for any of these. These are trending searches, not my own personal search history. You're going to go and you're going to search Mark and Graham monogram maker. And when you search that, it should pull up. Now, if you forget what it's called, you can search for monogram maker and it's like buried in Google. So you might have to search for 2 or 3 pages on Google to find it. But if you do monogram maker, it will eventually show up, but it's a lot faster if you can just do Mark and Graham monogram maker. And then you can bookmark this either on your phone or on your computer so that you have it under your favorites and you don't have to search for it every time. So after you search for it, you'll just click on the actual website and let that load. Now I do remember this from all of the times of using this. As you can tell right now, it does sometimes take this website a little while to pull up. So give it some time. If you have a pop-up, just close the pop-up and it should immediately take you to their monogram maker on their website. If for some reason it doesn't, in this little search field, what are you looking for right here? Just make sure that you type in monogram maker, but it should take you to it. Now on this, it's really simple. Right here, it says make your mark. You enter initials, 1 to 3 characters. So if you are just wanting to do a first and last initial or a first and middle initial, you can do just 2. But on this, you can do 3. And you can see all the different styles they have. So they have just 1 letter. They have where you can do 3. They have 2. Like you can see all the different things they have. And these are some really cute monograms. And I'm telling you, this is much better options than what I found for free elsewhere. And I definitely don't want to be reinventing the wheel and doing these myself. So I'm going to do my own initials, which is RAM. And then you can click on which one you want. So if I want this style, you just click on it right here. You don't have to go to any other screen, nothing. You just click to see what it looks like based on what you inputted. So this one right here is one I use a lot. I like the middle initial to be larger. And I can do this on a rattle. I can do this on a plaque. I can do this in a lot of different ways. And so Rachel Ann McCrary is my 3 initials. So M is for my last name, first name, middle name. So that's one I use a lot. The other one I use a lot is I like this one for if I'm doing a more flatter rectangular space. That one's great for that. But this is the other one I use. And I do this sometimes for the rattle. It honestly kind of depends on what it looks like. So see, I'm not like a huge fan because the R and the A don't look super recognizable as an R and an A. So for the rattle, I honestly would choose this one because do you see how easily, like based on what my mouse is doing, do you see how easily that goes around? It's for a circle shape. It's really great. Or you can do a hexagon with this. I mean, there's lots of different ways that you can use that kind of style of monogram. So I do this one a lot for weddings because I use the bride's first initial and then the groom's first initial, and it's really cute for weddings. This is another one I have used if I want an actual outline. So this is the same style simple as the one I originally used for my rattle. They just put a square around it. But if you want that look, for whatever reason you have it, you also have just a really cute, simple font there. I mean, it's really great for what I personally use it for. Again, you don't have to use this if you don't want to. It's just what I have found that I like, and I use it all the time if I need a monogram. This right here, you can't save it anywhere without going through, like, you don't want to do the whole save and share, honestly, because it's going to try to put it on some of their designs. So watch. If you do save and share, you have to enter your email. Well, do you really want to enter your email to get that little thing? No, you don't want to. You don't want to put it there. If you hit apply, it's going to try to put it on their products so that you can see what it looks like on their products, which look, they have really cute little personalized gifts. I'm not taking that away from them at all. They have really cute stuff. This is great for senior gifts, wedding gifts, housewarming gifts, all of that kind of stuff. Super cute for all of that. But that's not what I'm doing it for. I just want the monogram. So what I'm going to do is when I get to this screen, I just take my phone and I screenshot it. Now, if you're doing it on your computer, you can take your phone and take a picture of your screen on your computer and do it that way. But on my phone, I just literally take a screenshot and then of that screen, and then it's in my camera roll and I'm able to project it onto my cookie that way. So I don't have to save anything. I don't have to give them my email address. I don't have to do any of that. My monogram is just on my phone and it's ready to project onto my computer. Now, again, can you do this on your own in your Word document or in your Pages document if you're a Mac user, or in a photo editing app like Fonto, which is what I use for other things? I use Fonto for all of my other Word art onto my computers. Onto my cookies. Absolutely. 100% you can. This just, you saw how quick that was. Once I remember what website to go to and I just enter it and I screenshot it, it's really, really fast, especially if you're using the same kind of design over and over again like I am here. It's just my recommendation. If you're looking for a monogram for your cookies, this is a really fast and easy monogram generator that's very little work. You don't have to go through hoops and bounds just to save it. You can just screenshot it and you are ready to go. So I hope that helped. I've talked about using Monogram Maker. I've told you I had a video coming, and I just wanted to follow through with that and make sure that you had that in your arsenal if and when you may need it. Okay, friends, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.